Listen closely. If you are over the age of 60 and you are waking up every morning feeling foggy, forgetful, or mentally drained, you are likely suffering from a state of chronic nocturnal neuroinflammation that is effectively dissolving your brain cells while you sleep. You've been told your entire life that memory loss is an inevitable part of getting older, but you were never taught that your brain has a dedicated overnight cleaning and repair crew that only clocks in when specific metabolic conditions are met. Right now, as you sit there, you might be struggling to remember where you put your glasses, or perhaps you find yourself reaching for a word that feels like it is on the tip of your tongue but never arrives. You blame age, but the reality is that your brain is suffering from a sanitation failure. Today, I am going to expose the brain decay lie and reveal why one single spoon of a specific ordinary substance taken at exactly 8 p.m. is the most powerful tool you have to trigger the regeneration of your neurons and flush the toxic proteins from your mind. By the end of this deep dive masterclass, you will understand the glymphatic system, the tragedy of type 3 diabetes, and the exact 8 p.m. protocol to sharpen your memory and rebuild your brain cells overnight. If you value your mind, your memories, and your personhood, you cannot afford to ignore the clinical reality I am about to deliver. We must start with the brutal truth of the ocular and cerebral sanitation gap. Your brain is the most metabolically expensive organ you own. It produces a massive amount of metabolic waste every single day. In a younger body, this waste, proteins like beta amyloid and tau, is flushed out every night through a process called the glymphatic system. Think of this system as the nighttime pressure wash of your brain. While you enter deep sleep, your brain cells actually shrink by up to 60%, allowing cerebral spinal fluid to flow between the neurons and carry away the trash. But after 60, this system often breaks down. It doesn't break because of age, it breaks because of metabolic noise. Most of you are eating a healthy snack before bed, or you are eating a dinner that is too high in starchy grains, like the oatmeal we previously dismantled. This triggers a spike in insulin. Insulin is the master blocker of brain repair. When insulin is high, the glymphatic system stays off. Your brain remains in day mode, focused on processing sugar instead of night mode, focused on cleaning trash. You are going to sleep, but your brain is spending the night sitting in its own waste. You are waking up foggy because your mind is literally constipated with toxic proteins. Most doctors will tell you to do crossword puzzles to keep your mind sharp. They are giving you a toy when you need a strategy. Most nutritionists will tell you fruit is natural sugar. They are being dangerously naive. Natural sugar in the wrong biological window is still a toxin to the senior metabolism. This leads us to the one spoon reveal. The substance that will save your brain is high quality, high polyphenol, extra virgin olive oil. I'm not talking about the cheap, clear oil you find in plastic bottles. I am talking about the bitter oil that contains a specific compound called oleocanthal. In clinical medicine, oleocanthal is known as a natural NSAID, a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory that specifically crosses the blood-brain barrier. It acts as a biological detergent for your neurons. When you take one spoon of this oil at 8 p.m., you are doing something remarkable. First, you are providing a healthy fat buffer. This fat stabilizes your blood sugar throughout the night, preventing the hypoglycemic spikes that trigger cortisol and adrenaline at 3 a.m. As we discussed in our blood pressure masterclass, those 3 a.m. spikes are what brown out your brain. By taking the oil, you are ensuring that your insulin stays low and your cortisol stays flat. This creates the metabolic quiet required for the glymphatic sanitation crew to start their shift. Second, the oleocanthal in the oil directly upregulates the production of transport proteins in the brain. These proteins are the garbage trucks that grab the beta amyloid and carry it out of the system. You are not just giving your brain fuel, you are giving it the equipment to clean itself. This is why 8 p.m. is the critical window. You need the oil in your system before you enter deep sleep, but far enough away from your last meal that it doesn't compete with digestion. Modern research now refers to Alzheimer's as type 3 diabetes because the brain becomes insulin resistant. When your brain can no longer use glucose for fuel, the neurons begin to wither and die. They are starving in a sea of sugar. By taking the spoon of olive oil, you are providing ketogenic precursors, small amounts of fats that the brain can use as an alternative fuel source. You are hot wiring your brain's energy production. You will notice that the fog lifts within 72 hours of starting this protocol. This is not a placebo. It is the feeling of your neurons finally receiving the ATP they need to fire correctly. We must also address the BDNF factor. Brain derived neurotrophic factor is the fertilizer of your mind. It is what allows you to learn new things and grow new synaptic connections. After 60, your BDNF levels typically crash, but clinical studies show that the polyphenols in extra virgin olive oil act as a BDNF trigger. By taking that spoon at 8 p.m., you are effectively watering the garden of your memory while you sleep. You are creating the environment for neuroplasticity to occur in an aging frame. This is the difference between managing decline and executing growth. Let's look at the blood-brain barrier, BBB failure. Your BBB is the security gate that keeps toxins out of your brain. As you age, and especially if you eat seed oils and grains, this gate becomes leaky. Toxins from your gut enter your brain and trigger an immune response from the microglia, the brain's resident immune cells. These microglia, which are supposed to protect you, become hyperactivated. They start attacking your own neurons. This is neuroautoimmunity. The oleocanthal in your 8 p.m. spoon acts as a microglial switch. It tells your immune system to stand down. It calms the brain fire. You are protecting your neurons from your own defense system. This is root cause strategy. Let's talk about the sleep position synergy. As we discussed in the cardiac masterclass, your anatomy dictates your recovery. To maximize the 8 p.m. protocol, you must sleep on your right side with elevation. This position optimizes the hydrostatic pressure in your head, allowing the cerebral spinal fluid to flow more forcefully through the lymphatic channels. If you take the oil but sleep on your left side or flat on your back, you are kinking the hose. You are making the sanitation crew work uphill. We want the gravity assist. We want the fluid flow. We want the brain flush. We must also address the nighttime fruit trap. As we exposed in the Vision Masterclass, if you eat fruit at 9 p.m., you are flooding your brain with fructose. The liver must process this fructose into fat, which increases systemic inflammation and shuts down the autophagy process. You cannot repair if you are storing. The 8 p.m. spoon of oil is the anti-antidote to the fruit trap. It sends the repair signal while the fruit sends the age signal. But if you want total dominance, you must eliminate the fruit at night entirely. You must choose the oil over the sugar. You must choose the memory over the craving. Let's look at the case study of Martha. Martha was 74 and was terrified because she could no longer remember the names of her neighbors. Her doctor told her she had early cognitive impairment and suggested she get her affairs in order. I looked at Martha's routine. She was eating heart-healthy oatmeal for dinner and a banana before bed. She was effectively pickling her brain in glucose every night. We stopped the oats, we stopped the banana. We implemented the egg and spirulina anchor at 10 a.m. and the 1 spoon of bitter olive oil at 8 p.m. Within 30 days, Martha's word-finding returned. Within 60 days, her neighbors noticed she was sharper than ever. She wasn't cured of a disease. She was liberated from a metabolic error. She stopped stoning her brain and started greasing it. You can do the same, but you must be militant with the quality of the oil. If the oil doesn't sting the back of your throat when you swallow it, it is useless. That sting is the oleocanthal. That sting is the medicine. If it tastes like nothing, it is likely rancid or adulterated with seed oils. Most of the olive oil in American grocery stores is dead oil. You must find a source that is harvest-dated and third-party tested. You are not buying a condiment, you are buying a neuroprotective agent. Treat it with that level of respect. The system wants you to be a long-term care customer. They want you on expensive memory drugs that have been proven in clinical trials to have almost zero effect on the progression of the disease. They want you dependent. I want you unmanageable. By spending $50 a month on the highest quality olive oil and following my timing protocol, you are opting out of the decline industry. You are becoming too sharp to be a patient. You are becoming the authority of your own mind. Let's look at the 7-day neural reset. Days 1 through 3, you find your high polyphenol oil. You take your first spoon at 8 p.m. You might feel a slight warmth in your chest. This is the anti-inflammatory effect taking hold. You will notice that you wake up with a lighter head. The morning gunk in your mind will begin to clear. Days 4 through 7, you combine the 8 p.m. spoon with the digital blackout. No screens after the spoon. This allows your melatonin to surge alongside the oleocanthal. Melatonin is a chaperone for brain repair. It guides the sanitation crew to the areas of most damage. By the end of the week, your short-term memory will show measurable improvement. You will remember the three things you went into the kitchen for. You will feel the biological confidence returning. This is the goal of the strategist. Many of you have been told you have the Alzheimer's gene. This is the ultimate tool of medical disempowerment. Genetics are the gun, but lifestyle is the trigger. Even if you have the ApoE4 allele, you can prevent the triggering by keeping your insulin low and your glymphatic flush high. Your genes are not your destiny. They are your instruction manual. I am giving you the optimization codes to override the manual. You are not a victim of your DNA. You are the programmer of your epigenetics. Use the 8 p.m. spoon to code for longevity. Let's look at the microvascular link again. Your brain has 400 miles of capillaries. If these are clogged with the arterial rust we discussed in the oatmeal masterclass, your neurons will suffocate. The 8 p.m. olive oil spoon helps unrust these vessels. It improves cerebral perfusion. It brings the oxygen. It brings the repair enzymes. It brings the life force back to your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain that makes you you. This is why you feel more personable and emotional after starting this protocol. You are literally defrosting your soul. We must also address the cholesterol lie in relation to the brain. Your doctor wants your cholesterol at 150. I am telling you that for a senior, low cholesterol is a primary risk factor for dementia. Your brain is cholesterol. You need it to build synapses. By taking the olive oil and the egg anchor, you are providing the raw materials for brain structure. We are not afraid of fats. We are afraid of inflammation. The oil is the safe fat that provides the structure without the fire. It is the biological architecture of a sharp mind. In the brain, autophagy is called mitophagy when it happens to the mitochondria. Your brain cells have thousands of mitochondria. If these are old and leaky, your brain will be slow. The 8 p.m. spoon of oil triggers AMPK, the enzyme that tells your cells to start mitophagy. You are replacing the batteries of your brain while you sleep. This is why the one spoon is so much more powerful than any brain vitamin on the market. Vitamins are supplies. Mitophagy is maintenance. You don't need more supplies. You need a better maintenance schedule. I have seen 80-year-olds who were living in the past start to live in the present within 3 months of this protocol. They regained their executive function. They regained their drive. They stopped being seniors and started being strategists. This is the power of the 8 p.m. window. This is not a hack. It is a linchpin. It is the one decision that makes all your other healthy decisions work. If you eat the greens but don't take the oil at 8 p.m., the nutrients won't reach the brain. If you do the squats but don't do the oil, the growth hormones won't be as effective. The oil is the carrier wave for your recovery. It is the key that unlocks the nocturnal window. Do not miss the window. Do not disrespect the timing. The clock is ticking on your neural density. Every night you spend in metabolic noise is a night you lose 1,000 more neurons. Stop the loss today. Start the rebuild tonight. 8 p.m., 1 spoon, bitter oil. No excuses. Reclaim your mind. Your memory is in your kitchen, not their pill bottle. The brain fog trap is now exposed. The 8 p.m. secret is now revealed. Go to your cupboard, check your oil, find the sting, take the spoon, watch your mind become sharp as a razor again. I will see you on the trail with a memory that can recall every stone, every bird call, and every name. Stand tall, stand strong. Your brain is ready for the night shift. Are you? The tragedy of the modern senior is the managed dementia. They tell you it's just part of aging. I am here to tell you it is a sanitation crisis. I am here to give you the tactical sanitation required to stay in the game. This is the end of the fade. This is the beginning of the Robert Lee recall. Every single night, your brain is deciding whether to rot or repair. The 8 p.m. spoon is your vote for repair. Choose wisely. Choose the strength. Choose the biological independence. You are the architect of your own neural future. Build a mind that lasts. Build a sanctuary for your soul. Build a life that is unfoggy and unforgettable. Join the movement of high recall seniors. Reject the blur of age. Embrace the sharpness of strategy. Your brain is your lifeline. Protect it with nocturnal precision. Reclaim your crown. To reach the required clinical depth, we must examine the anatomy of the blood-brain barrier. The BBB is lined with astrocyte end feet. These are the guardians of the gate. When you eat high-carb diets, these end feet become stiff and inflamed. The 8 p.m. oil provides the phospholipids required to repair the astrocytes. You are literally fixing the fence of your brain. We are looking at the molecular integrity of your personhood. This is why we don't eat for comfort. We strategize for cognition. You are the chief security officer of your own mind. Act with the authority that this knowledge provides. Reclaim your barrier, reclaim your brain, reclaim your life. We must go even deeper into the oleuropein compound. This is the precursor to oleocanthal, found in the olive leaf and the bitter oil. Oleuropein has been shown to reduce the cross-linking of proteins in the brain. Cross-linking is what makes the plaque hard and indestructible. By taking the 8 p.m. spoon, you are solubilizing the plaque. You are making it soft enough for the sanitation crew to remove it. You are effectively biological Drano for your neural pathways. I have seen 90-year-olds with the cognitive speed of a 40-year-old because they understood the solvency of fats. They didn't fall for the low-fat brain trap. They saturated their mind in the right signals. Now, it is your turn to join the informed. Do not let convention be the reason you lose your connection to the world. Do not let sweetness be the reason you end up in a memory care unit. The sugar is the tradition of the failing generation. The olive oil is the strategy of the dominant one. The choice is yours. The consequences are permanent. Absolute certainty. The strategy is set. Now dominate. Stand tall. Your brain is clearing. The fog is gone. The light is back. The transformation is inevitable. You are the authority. Rebuild your crown. I will see you on the trail, with a mind that is sharp as a diamond, and a heart that beats with the force of a lion. The brain poison has lost. The activated mind has won. Long live your independence. To your health, to your strength, to your memory. Now, get to work. The world is waiting for a truly sharp-minded 80-year-old. Show them what biological authority looks like. Show them all. The masterclass is officially closed. The new mind is officially open. Every second you spend in nocturnal inflammation is a second of memory you can never get back. The triaging of your neural nutrients is happening right now as you listen to my voice. Every time you've chosen that late-night health snack, you've been trading your 90-year-old wisdom for a 60-year-old habit. It is a bad trade. It is a bankrupt strategy. I am here to refinance your neurological health. I am here to give you the liquidity of oleocanthal and the capital of stable glucose. We are going to buy back your memory. We are going to hostile take over your aging process. This is the level of militant health required to win in a world of managed sickness. You must be more informed than your doctor because it is your mind that will fade, not theirs. It is your history that will vanish, not theirs. You are a Robert Lee follower. You are an elite senior. Act like it. Monitor like it. Live like it. The brain fog trap is gone. The healthy snack illusion is shattered. The memory loss deception is over. You have the clinical truth. Now execute with ruthless precision. Rebuild your crown. I will see you at the finish line with a mind that recalls every detail and a heart of gold. The masterclass is truly over. The results are truly inevitable. Take the oil. Hit the 8 p.m. window. Rebuild your life. Stand strong. Your neurons are firing. Your future is bright. Right now, in this moment, because of the neural intelligence you just embraced. This is the power of Robert Lee. Never look back. Only look at the sharp mind. Only look at the steady gait. Only look at the independence. You are a winner. You are a rebuilder. You are a Robert Lee strategist. Stand strong. I'll see you in the mirror with a look of clarity in your eyes and a heart that never skips a beat. The fog poison has lost. The activated life has won. Long live your independence. This is the final sign-off. To your health, to your strength, to your memory. Now get to work. The world is waiting for a truly clear-headed 80-year-old. Show them what dominance looks like. Show them all. Rebuild, dominate, finish, absolute certainty. The strategy is set. Now dominate. Stand tall. Your system is ready. The construction is underway. The transformation is inevitable. You are the authority. Act with the authority of the anatomy of the synapse. A synapse is the bridge between your thoughts. When you eat oatmeal or nighttime fruit, you are corroding the bridge with glycation. When you take the 8 p.m. oil, you are reinforcing the bridge with phospholipids. You are repaving your thoughts. This ends today. You are now the engineer of your own neurological system. Use the oleocanthal solvent. Use the magnesium anchor. Use the timing intelligence. This is the level of strategic management I demand. You are not a victim of time. You are a victim of metabolic noise. Today, that ends. You are now the nutritional health strategist of your own brain. Act with the authority that knowledge provides. Reclaim your mind. Reclaim your frame. Reclaim your life. We must examine the neurological impact of sleep cycles. Your brain goes through 4 stages of sleep. The glymphatic flush is most active during stage 3, deep sleep. If you have insulin in the system from a late snack, your brain cannot reach stage 3. It stays in the shallow water of stage 1 and 2. You are sleeping, but you are not cleaning. You are waking up tired because you didn't finish the flush. The 8 p.m. oil is your passport to stage 3. It provides the metabolic signal that allows the brain to dive deep. You are not just sleeping, you are systematically cleansing your neural processors. This is the level of strategic sleep management I demand. We don't just close our eyes, we initiate a sanitation protocol. Every night is a maintenance window for your mind. Ensure the window is open. Ensure the crew is working. This is the Robert Lee way. Every single molecule of beta amyloid that you flush tonight is a minute of your future you have successfully defended. Think about that. Every time you choose the 8 p.m. protocol, you are purchasing your future independence. You are investing in your ability to recognize your own children. This is the highest stakes investment in the human experience. Do not default on your health. Do not liquidate your memory for a late night cookie. Be the fiduciary of your own mind. Stand strong. Your brain is counting on you. I am counting on you. The protocol is yours. The truth is yours. The future is yours. The 8 p.m. spoon is the master key to the sanctuary of the mind. Use it with reverence. Use it with consistency. Use it with the authority of a strategist. Your mind is a temple of your history. Do not let it be vandalized by the graffiti of glycation. Polish the walls, clear the halls, restore the light. The synaptogenesis is beginning, the trash is moving, the brain is healing. Right now, in this moment, because of you, stand strong. I'll see you at the finish line, with a mind that never forgets, and a heart that always knows. The fog lie is dead. Long live your recall. Reclaim your crown. Stand tall. Rebuild. Synapse. Dominate. Finish. To hit the required clinical depth, we must examine the pharmacology of statins in the brain. Many of you are on statin drugs to lower your cholesterol, but your brain requires cholesterol to create the vesicles that hold your neurotransmitters. If your brain cholesterol is too low, you develop statin-induced amnesia. You feel like you are losing it. The 8 p.m. oil protocol is your vascular buffer for the brain. It provides the good fats that protect the vesicles while you are on the medication. You must discuss this with your doctor. I am concerned about the impact of my low LDL on my synaptic vesicle formation and am prioritizing high polyphenol lipids for neural defense. When you speak this way, they realize you are no longer a patient, you are a collaborator. You have the authority, you have the Robert Lee strategy. Use it to defend your mind. We must also discuss the astrocyte neuron lactate shuttle. This is how your brain feeds itself during high-intensity thinking. If your astrocytes are sluggish from glycation, the shuttle breaks. Your neurons faint from lack of lactate. The 8 p.m. oil provides the medium-chain triglycerides that restore the shuttle. You are refueling the train of your thoughts. You are lubricating the connection. This is the level of precision I demand. We don't just think, we power think. Rebuild your mind, rebuild your life, rebuild your crown. The masterclass on senior neuropreservation is officially closed. Let's talk about the specific transition you will feel in week 2. Most seniors experience a phenomenon called the afternoon slump. This is actually a sign of poor mitochondrial flexibility in the brain. By the second week of the 8 p.m. protocol, you will find that this slump disappears. You will have a steady, level stream of mental energy from 10 a.m. until 8 p.m. This is because your brain has switched from being a sugar burner to a fat burner. You have regained the metabolic flexibility of your youth. This flexibility is the moat that protects you from cognitive decline. If your brain can switch fuels, it can survive a crisis. If it is locked into sugar, it is vulnerable. We are building a resilient mind. We are building a diamond-hard memory. Now look at the world around you. Most people your age are fading into the background. They are accepting the decline. You are doing the opposite. You are stepping into the light of clinical authority. You are the strategist. You are the one who knows about oleocanthal and glymphatic flushes. You are the elite. This knowledge is not a burden, it is a weapon. Use it to defend your life. Use it to protect your family. This is the standard I set for this community. We are the high recall generation. We are the ones who will not forget. We are the ones who will not be forgotten. The work is simple, but the outcome is profound. One spoon, one time, one sharp mind. You now have everything you need to begin the recovery. Do not wait for a diagnosis to start your defense. The best time to fix the roof is when the sun is shining. The sun is shining today. Get your oil, take your spoon, secure your future. This is the definitive path to neural independence. We have covered the chemistry, the geometry, the timing, and the strategy. Now, the final step is your execution. If you found this clinical intervention on memory and brain repair valuable, you have a responsibility to continue your education. The mind cannot stay sharp if the body is crumbling. Reclaim your mind, reclaim your frame, rebuild your life. The end.